everyone. This is Heather Taylor, KISS principal. This morning I am on location in Yantic, which is a little section of Norwich, at the donut shop named Dixie Donuts. I'm a huge fan of donuts, and there are many great donut shops around the state, and this is definitely one of the best. So Dixie Donuts in Yantic, next time you're driving through Norwich, check it out. I am so happy that today you guys all get to connect with your teachers live through Zoom or Google Meet. Make it a wonderful Wednesday. And now on to the rest of the morning announcements.
Morning, everyone. I am here to do a quick Did You Know section on some of your favorite teachers at KISS. Couple facts that you didn't know about your teachers. I'm going to give you about 8 of them today. I'm going to start with Mrs. Gluck. Mrs. Gluck grew up in Brooklyn, and she has 2 animals, a dog named Sam and a cat named Zippy. Mr. Poirier also grew up in Brooklyn, and his favorite subject in school was PE. That's a little shout out to the PE teachers there as well. Mrs. Batley grew up in Michigan and actually lived and taught in South Korea for 4.5 years. Mrs. Jehoda grew up in Killingly and has some forest friends in her backyard, 2 turkeys specifically named Tom and Jerry. Mrs. Matheson grew up in Voluntown, Connecticut, and if you didn't know, she has a twin sister. Mrs. Maher grew up in Lexington, Massachusetts, and loves to explore nature outside. Mrs. Ames grew up in Meriden, Connecticut, and her favorite place to visit is the national parks for the scenery and being outside in nature. And finally, Mrs. Orlowski is from Woodstock, Connecticut, and before she was a volleyball player, she was a competitive dancer for years. So that was just a quick segment on some of your favorite teachers here at KISS. We miss you all and hope to see you guys really soon. Bye.
Good morning, Killingly Intermediate School, approximately 9:30 Sunday morning in the Danvers household. Just a little painting in my children's bathroom. I thought I'd cover you a little painting techniques that I picked up over the years. One of the first things to do is edging. You know, you start with an edge, and then from there, you gotta grab yourself a roller so you can roll the rest of the wall. So I'm gonna give you my little technique. I am not a paintbrush edger. I'm not that technical at it, but I got my little cheating tool here. Step 1, applying to the paint. Make sure you don't have too much. I like to dab a little bit. Follow me right over here. Next step I like to do is make sure I'm getting on the wall, so just release some of the excess. Press up tight and slowly edge. You'll notice up in the corner there, yes, there's still some white. That's where I come in with my brush, like I said before. I know people can edge really well with a brush, my brother being one of them. Unfortunately, social distancing can't be here, so I can just get the final technique. Not overly concerned because this is only my first coat going on. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Little painting tips from Mr. Danowitz.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode.
Want to let Miss Mailhop know that I got a little classic R&B hip hop from the 80s in the background.
Will Mr. Danowitz get paint on the tub and face the wrath of Mrs. Danowitz? Or will he make Miss Mailhop proud? Tune in on the next edition of Life Skills to find out.
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.